Welcome everyone to Weekly News and ITW Main Major Tidbit, and the topic for this video is Duterte Youth disqualified ng COMELEC.
Ay ilalabas ng Commission 2nd Division ang resolution sa Duterte Youth by a vote of 2-1 cancelling the registration of Duterte Youth party list. Of course, bagamat iyon ang naging desisyon ng COMELEC Division, ay mayroon pa naman din remedyo yung naturang party list. Pwede pa rin sila mag-file ng motion for reconsideration upang ma-resolve yan ng Commission NBank. Yung presiding commissioner ay nag-dissent doon sa naging majority decision ng dalawang miyembro ng division. For the information of everyone, ang original na decision ay ang ponente ay ang presiding commissioner, subalit nag-dissent yung dalawang miyembro ng komisyon, kaya naman nire-raffle ito upang mapunta doon sa isa sa dalawang nag-dissent. Kaya yung isa sa mga nag-dissent, ginawa na niya ang kanyang majority decision upang maging majority decision siya, na kung saan yung presiding naman ang nag-dissent doon sa naging decision po nila. Meron din po ilalabas na isang desisyon. I think isang kandidato na nanalo for congressman dito sa Manila.
Why are these geriatrics ng mga boomers may plaka ng youth para kay Duterte? Ibinasura ng COMELEC 2nd Division in a 2-1 decision ang registration ng Duterte Youth dahil raw sa kakulangang dokumento at registration and even the proper procedures ng pagproklama at pag-apply nila to be a party list sa pamumuno ng sitting National Youth Commissioner ni Duterte noon na si Ronald Cardema.
Yes, definitely sa ating mga tagapakinig, kung matalino kayo, makikita nyo agad na pinupolitika tayo. Bakit? Meron tayong mga kasamang party list at senatorial candidates na nanalo, meron silang mga pending cases sa COMELEC. Pero lahat sila ay naproklama. Tayo ay pinili ni COMELEC na hindi iproklama noong May 19. Bakit? Kasi daw may pending case. Yung pala, inaantay lang nila kung paano ilalabas tong decision kahapon sa division. Tayo ito makbo sa Supreme Court. Trabaho naman talaga ng COMELEC mag-release ng proclamation certificate sa lahat ng nanalo, pero hindi nila ginagawa. Alam nyo, masabi natin, tayo nanalo, ayaw pa upuin. Eh pag ganito lang rin naman talaga, tatakbo na lang tayong senador sa 2028. Kasi
Nagstamang kaso at kanilang disqualification case dahil sa isang 2019 disqualification case na inihain ng mga youth leaders. Ipetisyon nila na i-declare ng void ab initio, void from the beginning, ang registration ng Duterte Youth dahil walang publication at tamang hearing nang sila ay nagpa-register. Kumbaga walang proper flow of procedures, walang standard operating procedure na nasunod, making it illegal at unconstitutional dahil sa special treatment draw ng Duterte administration and unheard of sa buong history ng ating bansa.
Kung nag-decide man si COMELEC, dahil nandun yung kaaway ko after, alam niyo naman, may kaaway ako dati dyan, from 2019 to 2022.
Sino?
Kahit, bakit yung presiding commissioner nyo kahapon, talagang sinabi niya mismo na walang violation si Duterte Youth dyan. Una, yung pinablish, yung sinasabi niyong hindi niya pinablish, hindi naman sila yung required mag-publish. Yung hearing na sinasabi niyong hindi niya inattendan, sino bang nagpapatawag ng hearing? Yung civilian ba o yung government agency? Di ba yung government agency? Hindi naman pwedeng kami yung magpatawag ng araw kung kailan namin sila gusto maka-hearing, di ba?
Ayon sa Constitution at RA 7941, dapat na mai-publish ang petisyon ng isang organization's registration kung makakailangan nilang ma-publish sa at least 2 national newspapers in general circulation, katulad ng Gazette. Kailangan ma-publish ang kanilang petisyon para ma-register bilang party list at magkaroon ng public hearing sa kanilang application so that they could answer questions, both of which they did not do. Aside from that, the very definition ng party list system natin, halatang hindi sila youth, wala silang sectoral na representasyon kasi sa totoo lang 34 years old na yung walang totoong goal. They advocated violence at pag-circumnavigate ng rules of our electoral system as what the youth leaders in 2019 said.
Hindi rin sinabi ng petitioners at ng dalawang commissioner doon na nung nag-apply ang Duterte Youth Party List ng accreditation, it is Duterte Youth and Professionals ang nasa bylaws. So ang pina-aproba nating nominees, ang ages nung 5, 27, 40, 41, 43, and 46. Approved ng COMELEC and Bank yun noong 2019. So within a few months, nag-substitute ako within the given substitution period. So ako ay 33 years old. So umalis yung 5. Umalis yung 5. So 4 yun, 40 years old. Pumalit ako 33 years old. So hinabol na lang tayo after manalo. Ang sabi, you're overage. So sabi natin, paano ako naging overage kung yung 4 na 40 years old approved in accordance dun sa bylaws ng party list? And
the duty to energize the republic through the enlightenment of the youth sectoral party list organization came about noong 2016, but had 5 official nominees noong 2019 para tumakbo sa 2019 Congress, who all withdrew, leaving then National Youth Commissioner Ronald Cardema to file a substitution with just himself, a 35-year-old or 34-year-old government official. We can define youth as anyone under 30 years old. So, Mr. Presentation daw ang substitution Cardema bilang isang youth when he can represent and be a representative of something he is not according to the Constitution at yung party list system na that. Which is why pinalin siya ng kanyang asawa na si Duciel Cardema, who actually had a seat noong 19 Congress. I mean, kahit si Salvador Panelo, Duterte's minion and supporter, sinabing wala siyang believe sa Duterte Youth dahil ginamit lang talaga ang pangalan ni Duterte. I could argue na
ang posisyon ko doon, alam mo yun, Duterte Youth na wala akong kabilib-bilib din. Ginamit lang talaga nila yung pangalang Duterte. Dahil yung mga nasa likod niya, puro mga hindi magaganda mga record niyan eh. Talagang ginamit lang nila. Saka from the very beginning, talagang marami na silang paglabag. Pero mo, nominee nila eh, hindi naman pala youth. Marami paglabag eh. Kaya ako pabor dyan na tanggalin eh.
I get to argue na the Duterte Youth disqualification is a voter disenfranchisement. Kumbaga kasi bumoto sa kanila ang more than 2% yata, di ba? Basta around that, 2 million votes casted sa party list system ay napunta sa kanila. But it is the wrong or the obvious wrong of the COMELEC to even let them run in the first place noong 2019. Yes, I'm talking to you, Rowena Guanzon. Political persecution or not, you know, this has been a long time coming. And dapat nga hindi na nakapasok sa Kongreso ang Duterte Youth. We know they don't represent the youth as their long-winded excuse of a name suggests. Kasi Duterte, the Dutertes cannot be considered a marginalized group nor a national, regional party list system. DY is a vestige of their way of politicking. They're the ones doing the marginalizing. Kasi nandre-red tag sila sa mga kabataan. Diba? So, sila yung nag-marginalize, hindi sila yung marginalized. Tapos, ginagamit lang talaga nila yung pangalan ni Duterte. Dapat nga, tanggalin na rin natin yung 4Ps, yung akap tupad, yung 4K nga even. Kasi, hindi naman, kumaga, as I said a billion times already, ginagamit lang nila yung mga popular na programa, yung mga popular na TV show, tao, personalidad, at konsepto, programa ng gobyerno para mapunta sa Kongreso. Kaya nga diba ang sabi ni George Erwin Garcia, magka-crackdown na sila next election cycle. Cry political persecution all you want, but it can also be rightfully called justice. Besides, they had their time. They created the circumstances they find themselves in. And they made their bed, now they've got to sleep in it. This all stems down from the disastrous 2013 Supreme Court ruling allowing trivial and non-marginalized front of society to join the party list race. Marcos and the Dutertes, be damned, nag-away na sila. Wala kaming pake. Maybe we could see some good reforms and good leaders when the dust has settled. Sinabi ni COMELEC Chairman George Erwin Garcia, maari pang i-appeal ang nasabing disqualification case. But it also means na pasok na ang Gabriela until mawalan uli ng backbone ang COMELEC para lumaban sa mga nag-akusa sa kanila ng political persecution. And, you know, bias. Kasi si Abante na proklama na panalo sa eleksyon kahit na alam mo yun na natalo siya in the popular count. Granted by a few votes, pero he still lost narrowly to Joey Chua. For the 6th District of Manila, I'm not sure. Ang video clip na ito ay galing sa aking series ng News sa Rica. Check the entire videos for the complete weekly news recap and subscribe to the channel to be kept up to date sa mga local at global news na I'll make sure will be interesting to you. Particularly you, whatever your name is. Hindi ko alam, sorry. Salamat sa panonood mga ka-farmy. Like, subscribe, follow me like sa socials and avoid Joseph that will be linked down below. So, susunod of course. Paalam.